Okay, so here we are in Eclipse. This is Mr. Penza, and we've had a little bit of trouble bringing some of these student files into Eclipse. So I figured I'd do a little video and help you out with some of that. So what I'm going to do here, the first thing, I'm going to open Eclipse, and you see it's here. I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to go File New, and do a new Java project. Okay, for the project name, I'm just going to call this the Magic Programs. Okay, so these are going to be my programs. I call it the Magic Programs, and you don't have to touch any of this stuff, and just hit Finish. And you'll see that the package or the project will show up here, the Magic Programs. Now, if I click on this, you'll see I have a source file, and I also have the Java system library. Okay, next step. We want to go over to the student files, and you can see that I have them here. Here's my student files that I downloaded. I'm going to click in here. I'm going to go to chapter 4, and I'm going to try this example 4.3. Okay, now you can see this example has a Java file, the class file, and also a text file. Now this will become important. But what we're going to do first is just take the Java file, and we're going to drag it up to the source file, and notice that it becomes a plus on the mouse. I'm just going to let it go, and it'll say copy. I'll copy the file in, and now when I click on source, I have a default package, and I have my program. Now I could just try to run it from here, but you're going to see that it's going to have some errors because it's looking for the numbers file. This program is a little beyond where we are in the class, but if you look at it, you can see there's some I/O happening here, so some input. This numbers.txt file is being input into the program. So what that means is that we're going to have to bring this numbers text file into the folder where the program exists. Now, where does that program exist? Good question. If I go over here to my Java download, you can see here's my Magic Programs, and that was my project. So I'm going to click in there, and you see that I have the path here where the program is. So I'm going to take this numbers.txt, and I'm going to just drag it into the Magic Program folder. Now let's see if that works. I'm going to now run the program, and you see that the program in fact runs with the text file because it found the numbers text file. So at this point you've got your program, it's in the right place, it's running. So now if you wanted to add another program, you could just back out and you could try example 4.6. Let's see if this one will work. This looks like a color panel, looks like there's no other data involved. So I'll just take this color panel Java, and again I will drag it up to the default package, copy the file, and now I have another program. If I click on this, double click on it, you can see that it's got some code here from the Swing library, and this is basically a color panel class which is extending JPanel. So this is a class that we're going to need, but this isn't really going to do anything by itself. So we're also going to need to take the GUI window and drag this over as well. And I'm going to just drag this over again to the default package, copy the files, so now I'll have the GUI. And if we look at the GUI window, that's the one that actually does something. So let's go ahead and run that and see what happens. Okay, so it's asking me for number of rows, number of columns, and as you can see I get a result of this nice little colored checkerboard. So that's pretty much what you need to do. Go into the student files, drag them in. Once you get this project set up like this, you can just add them all as a list, and you just put all your programs in here to test them out. Now, as you saw, sometimes you're going to need more than one of these. Typically, everything in the folder you're going to have to bring over. But you only have to bring over the Java files. The class files are the compiled Java. So the class files will build themselves when you compile it. So I hope that helps you out. I guess that's it. Enjoy.